Well, a very special guest today and absolutely famous as one of the most passionate sports supporters, I think, in the world, in the globe. He's almost bleeds New Zealand Warriors blood. Warm welcome to Sir Peter Leitch from Waiheke Island in Auckland. Sir Peter, great to chat to you.
Yeah, good morning. Just one correction. I'm not a sports reporter.
No, supporter.
Just a fan.
Yeah, you're a great supporter, all right. So you'll be pretty happy this week with the Warriors, the way they performed against the Knights in Wellington.
It was a very important win because we were playing in Wellington, and the reason we were playing in Wellington is because, as you know, the draw doesn't come out too quick, and the stadium can be hired out by anybody, and hence it was hired out for a rock concert or something. So it's very important down there. We don't get many games in Wellington, and it was very well received. And they showed great tenacity. You know, the first half, I'm going to be blunt and honest, we weren't at our best, in the first half. And to be fair to Newcastle, they came out to play. And they were the dominant, and we just trying to stay so you can see me.
You're right, yep, got you now.
But the second half, our defence was outstanding, on the try line. Bang, bang, bang. We were just, unbelievable, to be fair.
Yeah, there was a real steal there, wasn't there? That's one of the points I've got written down here, is the goal line defence was marvellous.
Yeah. Mate, I just want to take something out of my pocket, because I wrote something down. I normally don't read notes, but I thought this was important. This is our captain, Tohu Harris.
Yep.
He played for the full 80 minutes. He made 51 tackles, 18 hit-ups, 145 metres. All right?
That's phenomenal.
That's pretty good going. The other guy I'd like to give a little is Chaz Nickel. I can never get his other name right. Mate, he saved a try on the line. 204 metres and 19 hit-ups. And let me tell you, when he came off the field, he looked completely buggered, wasted. I spoke to him earlier this week, and I said, mate, I can't repeat on your show what I said to him, because it's a very naughty swear word. He said, you're right, mate, I was. He had thrown everything at it, everything.
Yeah.
But Tahu, a lot of people don't realise the contribution he makes to the team, and that's 80 metres, 51 tackles, 18 hit-ups, 145 metres. That's pretty powerful stuff. It was a good win, and some of the players, it was good to see them out there, and I was very, very pleased, as were the crowd, to be fair.
Yeah, you mentioned Charles Nickel Clockstad. I thought he was brilliant. He scored a really good try too. And the Warriors' attack looked much more potent than it had for a lot of last year. So Peter, led by Sean Johnson.
Well, to be fair, poor old Sean gets a lot of criticism, I'm a fan of his, and that really annoys me. But, mate, I thought he had a particularly very good second half. Very good, And what you got to remember, I'm from Wellington. I'm a Wellington boy. Live in Auckland now, of course. But, mate, the wind down there is very strange. And in that stadium, the wind can swirl around, so it's very hard to get kicks where you want them, But who I want to just tell you about is the coach.
I was going to ask you about Andrew Webster.
Yeah, well, mate, let me tell you, I do these little chats. I have chats with players or whoever. They're not prepared. They just, like we're chatting now, to be fair.
They're the best interviews.
I put them on Facebook. The amount of people that seen that and said to me, man, he's given me faith in the team. Now, last night he done on Monty's show. Monty Beetham has a show, Once a Warrior. I know last night was only Liddy. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up. A guy from TV done a chat with him.
Yep.
And he's just doing everything right. He's doing everything right. Monty did do a chat with him, but it was a week ago.
Yeah.
And everybody's the same as me. He's rekindled. At the start of the year, my wife said to me, "How many games will you go to this year?" And I said, I might go to, half of them. I'll be going to all the home games this year.
Yeah.
It's got me really enthused,
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And it's the sort of things he's doing. He's engaging with people. He's not a publicity seeker. He'll do it when he has to, but he don't go out of his way. Like some coaches get hooked on their own importance,
Yeah.
But no, look, I believe, in my humble opinion, he is a breath of fresh air for our club.
Well, that's good to hear. Well, you can always judge a team, can't you, on their defence, especially in rugby league. And to me, their goal line defence especially showed some real steel.
Look, we've got some very good people involved in the club. We've got a guy called he's from Leeds, Rhino. Well, he coached in England to a couple of clubs. And for the love of money, I can't think of his name. I'm sorry. Come to me later. We've got Stacey Jones in there. We've got Justin Morgan. And I'll tell you another thing this coach does. He gets them all together for a meeting. Everyone in the room at the same time. Now, I've been involved in rugby league since Adam was a baby, but I've never come across that before. I'm sure the coaches do individual meetings, but he'll get them all together, which he allowed me to sit in one of them, and I walked away from that meeting really humming, Now, Richard Elgar's the guy's name.
Yeah.
He's coached in England. He was coached Leeds as well, and he brings a lot to the table. He's won my enthusiasm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as I Stacey's there, and
No, it's good. It's great stuff. What was the feeling from the fans after the game? So, Peter, did you get a nice buzz after the game? I bet.
Well, let me tell you, I took a plane load of fans down there. We grabbed a seat here in New Zealand, chartered a flight,
Yep.
and we took them down. I also run a lounge down there for the club. And, mate, after the game, everyone was fizzing.
Fantastic.
Good, mate.
Yeah.
Because, mate, it's not only that we won, it was how we won.
Yeah.
We started, I don't know if it's a fair comment. I was going to say we started sluggish at the start.
Yeah.
Second half, that defence was like a brick wall.
Yeah, it was.
And, it was just a great win, And to do it at Sky Stadium in Wellington was really good because our fans down there don't get to a live game all the time. So, to have the win. Look, it's simple. I say to people, winners are grinners.
Exactly.
And that's the truth of the matter.
Yeah.
Effort.
Professional sport is probably all that matters, really, isn't it, to the public?
Yeah, I mean, that a lot of people don't realise the complications you can have. Like, a lot of people don't realise there's a saying, happy wife, happy life, okay?
True story.
Now, some of the Aussies come out here and their wives miss their families, and so the marriage gets a bit rocky, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
So I think these guys are all, I've spoken to a few of the wives, they seem to be enjoying it here. It's early days yet, but it's exciting days as well, mate.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So, Peter, you would have enthused about the new team on the block, the Dolphins, led by the great Wayne Bennett. What a wonderful advert for the NRL that game was on Saturday.
I sent Wayne a text before the game, wishing him all the best, and I sent him one after the game. And he's come back to me. He's looking forward to catching up when they come over.
I bet he is.
I was pleased because Wayne is a very personal friend of mine, as is Ricky Stewart, to be fair. And everyone was knocking Wayne, to be fair. A lot of people were knocking him. I don't know what it's like in Australia, but certainly here in New Zealand. And anyone that knocks Wayne don't know rugby league.
No.
He's got more knowledge in his little finger than most people have in their whole body. And he just got it. And the thing that annoys me, we got to play those buggers this week. You know, the Roosters.
Yeah.
And they're going to come out fired up. And so I've got to be honest with you, I am concerned about this week, you know. But I have, as I say, I have faith in Andrew, and hopefully we can put it together.
Yeah, the other good thing about the first round of the NRL, the great crowds showed up to watch it. There's obviously huge enthusiasm out there, you know, for the game still, and it just continues on, really.
Well, I'm a hard man to please when it comes to crowds, because I used to sell tickets to all the Warriors games, you know. To be fair, whereas we had a reasonable crowd in Wellington, it wasn't a great crowd because we didn't sell the stadium out. And of course, you see, here's where my businessman expertise comes in. Every one of those seats is worth at least $10 to the club.
Yep.
If you look at all those seats and you multiply it, that's a few $1,000, you know. But hey, we'll get better, and hopefully if we win, we'll get bigger crowds. I spoke to two guys today that have renewed their memberships, you know. I've already brought mine, you know, and for a couple of mates couldn't afford it. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting, and the big question is this weekend up against the Roosters, and I think this is a fair comment. Suffered an embarrassing loss last week. You know,
they were caught napping.
Eh?
They were probably caught napping a little bit by the Dolphins. They might have surprised a few, but didn't surprise me too much.
Comment, mate. Very fair comment. But you see, you can't underestimate Wayne Bennett.
No.
Mate, he's a sleeping dog, you know. Yeah.
He's the legend of all coaches, isn't he, really?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And there's a good Kiwi contingent in the Dolphins team, the Bromwich brothers and among others.
Two good boys, given their lot, you know. And the thing is, mate, I thought Bromwich, Kenny, led the team well, you know, and it's to repeat it this week.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed for that, but also fingers crossed for the mighty Warriors in Sydney. As you say, they have got a tough ask there, but the early signs are extremely promising. Yeah.
And you got to remind yourself, one win doesn't win a championship.
No.
And a long way to go. We've got a long way to go, but I think I'll put it this way: would I guarantee we're going to be in the final? No, that's too big a call. But I'm positive the Warriors will make the top 8 this year. I feel it in my blood.
That's good. That's good signs, because there's a lot of staunch Warriors fans over here in Australia too, Sir Peter. Are you keeping well yourself? I love your posts on Facebook. You're kayaking around that beautiful Waiheke Island. And
well, of course, anyone watching this podcast, if you want to follow me, you go to Sir Peter Charles Leitch and follow me. Yeah, look, I'm doing okay, mate. I'm just getting a bit old. What I should have done, this podcast in my garage and showed them my collection out there, you know, because I have a reasonably good collection in my get pod. So next time we do it, remind me, and we'll do it in, yeah.
That'll be
and
fantastic.
If any of your followers are living in New Zealand and come to Mount Smart, you can go upstairs in the East End and see the collection I used to own that I just sold to the owner of the club.
Oh, fantastic.
Quite a bit of a collection there.
Yep.
And that's worth a look at, you know. Yeah, you go to the first level and have a look. But it's always good to talk to you, mate. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, Sir Peter. It's a great honour to speak to you, and I know that the people who read our Facebook or our website page love listening to you.
Yeah, now, don't forget, it's now One NZ Warriors.
One
Right? That's what we're called now.
One NZ Warriors.
this is an old. That's an old singlet.
Yeah.
Old singlet. But I tell you, I wore it the other day to feed the seagulls. Everybody asked me, where do you buy them? Where do you buy them? But they're old.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Collector's item.
Well, it is, to be fair.
Yeah.
I was amazed how many people commented and said, where do you buy it from? You know. So keep in touch and keep smiling. And the reason a lot of people have asked me, why are we changing our name? Very simply, Vodafone, by the word Vodafone, off of a UK company apparently, and it's costing them a fortune. And they say without doing that, they can give back more to the community here in New Zealand.
Yep.
And so that's why Vodafone will no longer be as far as the Warriors go.
Yeah. Oh, we'll call them in the right name anyway. Thanks to Peter. Have a great day.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Go Warrior fans. Let's go Warrior fans.
Beautiful. Love it. Thanks to Peter. Talk to you soon.
Good day, mate.
Thank you.
Thank